Mjolnir is by far one of the coolest and strongest weapons in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In this video, I will explain why is Mjolnir so heavy that nobody can lift it. We all enjoy watching Thor using Mjolnir or Stormbraker in movies, but how realistic are these weapons? I mean, what is the reason behind the weight of these hammer and axe? And it would be useful to know behind the scenes before Thor's next movie. If you remember, Thor said the metal of Mjolnir is called URU metal, and is made of neutron stars' special material. And if we look at our world, 1 spoon of a neutron star's metal is equal to 1 billion tons of weight. Here we are just talking about 1 spoon. URU metal is made of that special star, and in comic books, they also say URU metal is made of a dying star's core. There is a gigantic difference between our star and neutron star's weight. So with this material, Thor's hammer is so heavy that almost no one can lift it. Then how Thor, Odin, and other characters can lift that heavyweight weapon? Actually, the reason is so simple. They can do it because of the magic. For example, you can see Greek letters on them. With Odin's spell, this billion tons of hammer becomes light. With this enchantment, Thor spins Mjolnir and flies with its mass. So the reason why others can't lift it is not because of Odin's spell. It's because of the metal's weight. Actually, this rule is breaking in most of the scenes, but the real working principle of Mjolnir is this. If you make Mjolnir from vibranium, you cannot fly with it no matter how fast you spin it. But Mjolnir weighs 1 billion tons, and whenever you spin and throw it, you will fly with it. As I said, in movies these rules are being skipped anyway. When Thor placed the hammer on Loki's chest, it should pierce him. And because of that, characters with abnormally high muscle power can lift Mjolnir. For example, Superman can lift 200 trillion weight with only his one arm. But Mjolnir's working principle has always been this. If such a heavy weapon becomes as light as a feather for its owner, it will create an invincible power. Let's give another example. Imagine a 1,000-ton sword. While no one can move this sword, with an enchantment it becomes as light as a feather. In this case, you can beat everyone with your sword. If you spin that sword and release, it would pierce everything on its way. Even if you throw and keep that sword, you would fly with its power. And this is exactly Mjolnir's working principle. In the MCU, they talked so much about neutron stars, but everyone lifted them easily. Maybe it becomes lighter with the Greek letters on it. This is such a big inconsistency, and I think Marvel should pay more attention to it. But many people wonder how some characters can lift that enchanted hammer with their muscle power. Actually, the spell was made because Odin wanted only worthy owners can lift it. Besides that, the characters who can lift billions of tons can also lift Mjolnir. However, this matter wasn't expressed in the movies as comics. So Thor is placing his hammer on the table or hangs it on a hanger. If they would have applied the rules, wherever Thor placed his hammer, a gigantic hole would have been created. And in this scene, the shield ship must have collapsed or crashed. But I think Marvel has made the right decision in these scenes. Because if Mjolnir would collapse everything it touches, it would ruin the viewing pleasure of the movies. Hope you liked this video. If you are a Marvel fan, you would probably like this video about the upcoming Morbius movie. Thank you for watching.